Hey, hey, hey! This is BLACKTREE on TV, and I'm your host, Alex Hudgens, here at your #1 source for urban entertainment. Thanks for watching. If you're new to this fabulous show, welcome. And if not, you already know how we do. We bring you nothing but hot entertainment exclusives every day. So let's get started. We're going ape with Terry Notary as we learn what it takes to act like a primate. And we throw it back with James Franco, who rocked out in Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Plus, we have an exclusive first look at the Roger Ebert documentary, Life Itself. And we step into the ring with Mike Tyson. Sound good? All right, first up, we're throwing it back with our girl, Francesca Amiker, who sat down with Andy Serkis for the Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
So the film is finally finished. What do you think of the final product?
I think we're kind of quite pleased that it's a beautiful film. It's a really terrific film, an honest film. It's got a really emotional kind of center to it, and I think it's got a powerful message. And it was beautifully directed. I was blown away by it. I saw it at the press night the other night for the premiere rather, and I was really taken with it.
It was a great film. I mean, you were just swinging through branches and everything. And you know, we've gone from Casper to Lord of the Rings, Flintstones, Avatar, and now The Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Now tell me something that's different about this film that wasn't done on the other films.
Well, okay, so we used a lot of the idea of performance capture, motion capture, you know, through Lord of the Rings, through Avatar. We've been developing this idea to the point where we wanted to be able to take it on set and just say, okay, now just make it part of the live action filmmaking. So Andy could be in there now with James, with Frida. Rupert could direct him right in the midst of the other actors. We didn't have to do things after the fact. It can be out on a location, it could be on a stage. It really just becomes an integral part of the filmmaking process, and hopefully just transparent to everyone involved.
Now, this was a new technique. You literally put on a gray suit with all those red dots on you, and you had to act like, you know, a chimpanzee. Walk me through that. Have you always had this innate primal? How was it?
Oh yeah, always. No, the thing is, when you're playing a character like this, there's kind of two stages to the process. The first part is learning ape behavior, and that's really important because obviously your body language is going to tell a lot of that story, and you have to be able to make your body do what an ape can do. But it is only the first part, because really what we're looking for, the actors playing these roles, is personality and character, and really understanding the journey of the character. And with Caesar, he's got a massive journey. And I think it's one of the most challenging roles I've played to date, because you're trying to convey all that emotion, all of that, the pain that he feels, the fact that he's a freak and an outsider, and then becomes a revolutionary leader, and you're doing all of that without dialogue, or little dialogue. So it was a huge acting challenge, and having a director there on set and working with the other actors, you know, you're able to really make those scenes feel real.
One of the most amazing things about this film is that it's really told through the eyes of the chimpanzee, Caesar. And I know this is one of the first films to do that. Was that a struggle?
Well, it was, I think, for the reason that you know, Andy said, that it had to be done really through the eyes. You know, I mean, literally. I know you were using the term figuratively, but that's how we had to read and understand everything that was going on.
Thanks, Francesca. All right, now our dude Sean Edwards talked to Terry Notary, who not only plays the ape Rocket in the movie, but he also taught the cast how to get down like a primate. Check it out.
So how long does the process take? You know, once they cast a movie and you're dealing with the actors and you're starting from scratch, how long does it take for them to capture the essence of being a primate?
It takes about 6 weeks usually. Okay. You know, the process is because when actors come in, they go, what do I do? What do I do? Right. You know, I want to get on the arms. I want to try those arms out. Let me get those arms. I want a quadruped. I want to play an ape, right? You know, and it's like, okay, well, guys, slow down. Let go of that first, and then breathe. So you learn how to breathe again and learn how to just soften the mind. And once you learn how to soften the mind, then you got this foundation. Boom. You know, and it's like, okay, now we can start playing with the anatomy. Now we can start working with how the hips work and how the head turns, and and all those things that sort of mirror the anatomy of an ape.
Okay.
And without that foundation, you're playing it. You know, you're up here, you're playing all this stuff. Oh, you know, and it's put on rather than something that's real. It's just tapping into what we are. So.
Now, which one's easier? Which one's more difficult? The chimpanzee, the gorilla, or the orangutan?
They all have their own challenges. I think they're all the same, really.
Okay.
And it's just tapping into the different energies. I think each of those have a different energy. The orangs are just these sort of super economic, really. You know, really,
sort of
they're really
energy,
cool.
Chill,
they're like the second most economic animal in the world.
Oh, there you go.
Next to the sloth.
Okay.
And then you got the chimps that are much more hyper and, point to point, and.
So they're the animated ones.
Yeah, they're like the little warriors, right?
Okay,
and then you have the gorillas that are much more posturing and. They put on this.
They're like the homies.
Yeah, they're like they're gonna
cap on backwards.
They're gonna make their presence very known with doing very little.
I will play with the arms for us. I'm gonna step back and let you. I'm gonna be like Don Cornelius. I'm gonna step back and let you do your thing.
So
just kind of like show us how this all works.
So a lot of times,
just in case I'm ever in need to like pretend to be a primate.
There you go. Okay, good. So we got the arm extensions. And the first thing, again, is to really soften the connection with the ground. So people put on the arm extensions and they're like pushing hard and, they want to do it like this. But what you have to do is you have to really sit into it and just soften and be very super economic. So it doesn't take a lot of effort at all. I'm not using any effort.
No, that's cool. I see how relaxed you are.
Yeah, and you just keep all the weight distributed equally between all the appendages on the ground. So you got the quadruped walk, you have the trot, and then you have the quadruped run.
All right, nice little speed to that.
Yeah, so
very
everything
cool.
is circular, round, and sort of economic.
And your official job title would be?
Movement choreographer. Yeah.
Nice. So. Movement choreographer.
Yeah.
And you get paid to play ape.
I do. It's amazing.
That's a nice check to snag. There you go, people. The man that makes it happen, teaching everyone how to be a primate.
And he gets a check for that. That's what I love about Hollywood. You can get your paper up for just about anything. Thanks, Sean. All right, coming up, we throw it back with James Franco, who rocked out in Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And we have an exclusive first look at the Roger Ebert documentary, Life Itself. Then we step into the ring with Mike Tyson. Next, right here and only right here on BLACKTREE on TV, your #1 source for urban entertainment.
You're watching BLACKTREE on TV, only on Soul of the South.